Hello everyone and welcome to Vacation Voyagers. Again, my name is Heath and I'm alone this weekend. T is in Miami and I am here. Not exactly totally alone. I'd like to introduce to you my guest host over here. His name is Sheldon. Say hello, Sheldon. Hello. Isn't he a beauty? So I was just sitting here tonight all alone, nothing to do, and I thought, you know what, I think I will give you guys a top 5 list. I've never done that before, and since she's out of town and I have nothing to do, why not give you guys a top 5 list? And this top 5 list is the top 5 best ships I've ever cruised on. My favorite cruise ships, we'll call it that. So let's get to it. They're just my 5 favorite ships and the 5 favorite destinations that we went to on those ships as well. So it's kind of a mixture of both. So I'm just going to give you my top 5. Okay, so number 5 is the Carnival Breeze. My very first vlog that I've ever done was the Carnival Breeze, and my 5th favorite ship I've been on. And the reason is simple. Ever since the pandemic, the very first cruise that I took after the pandemic and when cruising started up again was the Carnival Breeze. And even though it was a solo trip and my first vlog, just everything about the 4-day trip was awesome. The cruise was awesome, the food was awesome. It was just good to be back on a ship, and that has a lot to do with it. The ship itself was awesome. I loved the casino. I didn't really do a whole lot of anything else, the shows and stuff. I just really enjoyed the ship, just enjoyed going around talking to people. And I even did an excursion in Cozumel. I swam with raisin sharks. And that was probably one of my favorite excursions that I've done, and probably because it's been so long that I was just so excited to get out there and do something. You know, it's amazing how great things are when they're taken away from you and you get them back, you know. So that's definitely number 5. So number 4 is also a Carnival ship, and it is the Carnival Elation. My wife and I took our 20th wedding anniversary on the Carnival Elation. The port was in New Orleans, and it was only a 5-day cruise, but we really enjoyed that ship and we enjoyed that trip simply because the people on the ship, I'm talking passengers, I'm talking crew, they were so nice. The food was pretty good. The whole vibe of that ship was just good. It's amazing how good or bad a cruise can be just by the people who are on it. It's not just the crew, but the passengers as well. Everyone that we hung out with, that we ate with, because, you know, we got grouped into dining rooms with other people. It was really awesome, just meeting people and talking to them, and just, you know, it was just a good trip. I just remember that ship being, you know, that whole trip being fun. So yeah, that's number 4. Okay, so number 3 is the Freedom of the Seas, and I've been on it twice. This is the first time that we went on the Freedom of the Seas. We did a 7-day cruise. Freedom classes are in between the big ships and the small ships, so it was a good sized ship. It had a nice promenade. The food on all Royal Caribbean ships are great, and I do remember that being just a fun ship, and which is why we did another Freedom cruise this past month, because I like the Freedom of the Sea so much that when we had an opportunity to do it again, even though it wasn't a 7-day, it was a 3-day, we still wanted to get on that ship and do it again. It's been so long ago, I can't remember everything about it, but I do remember how much I enjoyed the ship. So that is number 3. Number 2 is the Allure of the Seas. Now, we did the Allure of the Seas a while back, right when it first came out. I think we were on the Monarch of the Seas. And when we were on the Monarch of the Seas, when we were coming back to port, I remember that the Allure of the Seas was sailing beside us. And when we went out on the deck to see it, we could not believe how big that ship was. It looked like it was 3 times the size of our ship. It was just massive. So when we got the opportunity to get on the Allure of the Seas, we jumped all over it. And when we did, it was nothing negative about it. It was just a great ship. The food, again, Chops Grill, unbelievable. They had a Brazilian restaurant on the Allure, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was a Brazilian restaurant that served us meat and more meat and more meat. They brought us steak, they brought us pork, they brought us turkey, they brought us chicken, they brought us animals I never heard of. They brought us so much meat that they had to give us a stop and go button. Lamb, they gave us lamb, they gave us fish. I think they gave us fish. So much food. Oh my God, we could barely walk when we got out of that restaurant. They would literally put a button on your table and say, when you're ready to eat, hit the green light. We'll come. As soon as you hit the green light, there they go. They were throwing meat at you. And you're like, okay, that's great. You have to hit the stop button or they just keep coming. Oh God, we were gluttons. It was horrible, but it was wonderful. You know what I mean? So I remember that, and that was also the first time we got to see the water show on the ship. And I'll never forget the twirler, who was like the beginning act of the water show. And this dude did nothing but twirl around in a circle. Twirl, 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 twirl. Everybody was getting dizzy. He just would not stop twirling. Of course, you know, after the twirler, they got into their act, you know, and they did their little synchronized diving, and then the next thing I know, they're on a 40-foot plank, you know, doing double backflips off of a pool the size of a cup. To see that on a ship was just insane. Then there are other shows, just their regular shows. It was like Broadway on a ship. All the other cruises that we've been on, the Carnival, even other Royal ships, never had a production like they did on that ship. That was the first time we've been on a ship like that. So everything all bundled in one, it was just amazing. Love the place. And I hear a lot of people complaining about the bigger the ship, the more the people. Those ships are so big that you just don't notice it, because if they synchronize people in different areas, they have a show over here and a show over here and a show over here, it gets spread out, so it doesn't seem like there is as many people on the ship as there actually is. The only time you feel it is when you're getting on the ship, embarkation, and when you get off the ship. So that's number 2. My all-time favorite ship / cruise / whatever was and is the Symphony of the Seas. We went on that in 2018. We took a European cruise in 2018 to get on the Symphony of the Seas. It was an 8-day cruise, and just the entire trip in general was just amazing, because, you know, we flew into Paris, France, and we stayed the night in Paris, because I've never been to Europe. Most of the people that were on the trip had not been to Europe, so everybody that went on this trip, I think we had 9 people go, hung out there for one day. Then we flew to Barcelona, stayed there for 2 nights before we even got on the ship. So, you know, we got to check out Barcelona for a couple days and chill and relax. Then we get on the ship. Then we're going to, and this is going to be bad because I'm terrible at pronouncing these names, so forgive me in advance. Versailles, 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 we'll just call it Versailles, but it's probably for Versailles. is Bobby. And then we went to Chitavakahikaya. We went to an Italy port that was really close to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Civitavecchia. If I got that right, thank you. If I didn't, sorry. And then we went to Rome. And then we went to Naples. And to be able to go to those cities in that country was just, it was insane. And the plus was also when we ported to these areas, it wasn't like you had 4 hours, 5 hours. They gave us 10, 12 hours to really, be able to go out there and check out Rome. You could spend a month in Rome and still not see everything, but it was just inspiring. That's a good word to use. It was inspiring. Naples was by far the most beautiful place that I'd ever seen. Just a great trip. The ship was just like, all Royal Caribbean ships are in my book. The food was great. The service, the people, the workers, the passengers, to be on a ship with so many different people from so many different countries, not just talking about the workers, but talking about the passengers. It was just a great experience, and can't say enough about it. Love to do it again. As a matter of fact, we were going to do it again. We had set a cruise up to do the Greek islands the year that COVID hit. We had to cancel that, so we're going to try to do it again. But yeah, those are my top 5. I've been on 17 ships, one of them twice, which was the Freedom, and yeah, I'll probably do another vlog of the 5 worst ships I've been on, because there've also been some pretty bad ships that we've sailed. But yeah, those are my favorite, best 5 ships that I've sailed, and I can't wait to do it again. So I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe. I apologize for my friend here, but he was kind of curious to see what I was doing, and he still don't understand what's going on, so I'm gonna have to put him to bed, let the Sheldon go to bed, and I'm going to bed. So I will see you next time. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next time, you all have a good one. Peace and love, peace and love. Oh, don't fall down, dude.